Title: The Hidden History of Mass Atrocities. Why some crimes are remembered and others forgotten. Introduction. Opening statement. History is written by the victors, but what happens when history forgets millions of victims? Today, we're talking about how some of the worst atrocities in history have been downplayed or ignored, simply because of who the victims were. Hook. How can the world remember Adolf Hitler as one of the most evil men to ever live, yet barely mention King Leopold II of Belgium, who was responsible for the deaths of up to 20 million Africans? There's something deeply wrong with this narrative, and it's time we talk about it. Segment 1. The contrast, discuss the numbers. Adolf Hitler is rightly condemned for the Holocaust, which led to the deaths of 6 million Jews and millions of others. But why is King Leopold II responsible for the deaths of an estimated 10 to 20 million Congolese people during his rule of the Congo Free State, often left out of discussions about history's most evil figures? Visual aid suggestion. Show images or infographics comparing the scale of atrocities. Segment 2. The roots of selective memory explore. Eurocentrism. One reason for this selective memory is Eurocentrism. The Western world has historically placed more value on European lives, leading to a greater focus on atrocities that affected Europeans. Historical neglect. The suffering of non-European people, particularly in Africa and Asia, has often been minimized or ignored altogether. This isn't just a mistake. It's a deliberate choice that reflects deep-seated biases. Visual aid suggestion. Use historical maps, documents, and excerpts from history books. Segment 3. The impact of ignoring atrocities, lack of awareness. When we don't acknowledge these atrocities, we fail to honor the victims and miss the opportunity to learn from history. This ignorance perpetuates racism and colonial attitudes. Call out modern consequences. The lack of recognition also allows similar injustices to continue happening today. If we don't learn from the past, we're doomed to repeat it. Visual aid suggestion. Clips or images related to ongoing conflicts in Africa or discussions of neo-colonialism. Segment 4. Changing the narrative encouragement to educate. It's up to us to change the narrative. We need to educate ourselves and others about these forgotten atrocities, bring these stories to the forefront, and ensure that all victims of history are remembered. Call to action. So next time you hear about historical atrocities, think about whose stories might be missing. Share this video, start conversations, and challenge the way history is taught. Conclusion. Final thoughts. The massacre of Black people and other marginalized groups shouldn't be a footnote in history. It should be front and center. Let's make sure we remember all of history's victims, not just the ones who look like us. Outro. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's continue to challenge the narratives that shape our world.